4:33. Monthly meeting of the Greenfield Fire Station Building Committee. Chair statement, this meeting is being recorded. If any persons present are doing so, please notify the chair at this time. Is there anybody else recording the meeting?
Just so you know, Jen has texted me. I don't know that she can't get in the meeting. She needs a link.
Yes, I know. I had the same problem, and I had Matt send it out again at 2, but then he just had to send me one. So
David, if she copies and pastes the link from the text of the link from the city website, it should allow her into the meeting.
Yeah, I had trouble on the city because it didn't show up blue. But all right,
I can ask Matt to send Jen to send Jen another email.
yeah,
Okay,
because
Jen Mayor, thank you, Mayor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mayor, welcome to the meeting. I
Hey,
can't see you, but I can hear you. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Butch, we just need to confirm that thing can be cut and paste and open that way. If it's not, we can't have this meeting.
Chief, that is how I joined the meeting, so I think that is okay.
Okay,
Right.
Want to make sure we're covering the bases.
Right.
Hey, Tom.
Okay. So let's just do a roll call. David Singer? I know you're present because I was just talking to you. I'm present. Mayor?
Present.
Present. Chief Strand?
Yes, sir.
Present. Sure. Diana, I saw you. You're present. Yes. David Maritello. Steve Draculich. I don't see Steve. Gene Wall.
Here.
All right. Hi, Gene. Amy. I saw Amy. Amy, you on board?
Here.
Thank you. Jen, you on yet?
This is David. I texted her that the city is sending out another link, so she'll probably enter when she gets it. And I'm here. Bye.
Yep. And Jim Wynn? Jim's present, it's just muted. Let's see. Who else? Marlo? No. Fernando? No. Peter MacGyver? I believe I saw you present.
I am present.
And Greg Diefendorf? I think I saw him present.
Here.
And we have Neil Joyce, GOPM, and
in.
Roger. Oh yeah, Jen present?
Present.
Very good. I know it was a little difficult. Okay, first order of business. I want to welcome the new mayor. Congratulations on the election and welcome to our Fire Station Building Committee meeting. Okay, next item on the business will be approval of the prior meeting minutes. Peter sent them out. I don't know if anybody's had a chance to look at them yet or not.
Make a motion to accept.
Very good. Is there a second?
Hold on a second. Second, Singer.
Thanks. Discussion, any further discussion on the minutes? Can't see you all, so you have to speak up if somebody has something.
This group will speak up.
I'm sure. Okay, a vote to approve the minutes, David?
Yes.
Butch, yes. Mayor? She was not here before. She won't stay. Chief? Chief? He's
Except, yes, sorry.
okay. Diana?
Oh, I thought they wanted you to.
Diana, are you there?
Sorry, yes, I thought I said yes.
Okay, Jean,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Jen, were you here last time, Jen? Jen? Jennifer, you're muted.
I'm trying. I'm abstaining. I'm abstaining.
Okay, very good. And Jim Nguyen. Jim? He must be muted too. Okay. Next item on the agenda is the budget update, payment submittals, current budget status. I'll turn that over to Neil Joyce as soon as I make him a co-host here. Where are you?
Do you want me to take the, oh, never mind. I'm good.
Yep. Okay, you're the co-host, so you can put it up on the board.
Okay. Everybody see that?
Yeah, you could make it a little bigger if you could.
Okay. Better?
Better.
Okay. Presented today, inclusive of invoices paid to date. OPM costs are 73% complete. Architecture and engineering, 95% complete. Construction, commissioning services, 12% complete. Construction budget, we're up to 80, just shy of 83% complete on revenue. Miscellaneous project expenses are running at 31%. FF&E at roughly 20%. And overall, the project expenses to date, 17 million, just shy of 75,000, for a total completion to date at 78.7%. We're forecasting the full expenditure of the project budget at 21.693 million. So we're tracking just over 4.6 million in remaining expenses.
Thank
Be
you.
happy to take any questions on the budget anybody may have.
Have any questions on the budget for Neil? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the budget as submitted?
So move, Singer.
Is there a second?
Second,
Thank you. All in favor, David Singer?
Yes.
I vote yes. Mayor? Your chief?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Diana?
Yes.
Who else? Jean?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
And Jim?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, the next item on the agenda is change order update. If you remember last month in the budget discussion that Neil had presented, that he told us that there was an outstanding liability of 50,000 or more. These PCOs are part of that 50,000 he was talking about. I'd like to ask Neil to go through each one for us and kind of give us a final tally, explain them, and then if anybody has any questions on any or all of them, Neil will be happy to answer your questions. You got the floor, Neil.
On the screen in front of you should be a list. I can make this bigger if need be.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hold on. This is PCO. This is a summary of PCOs that were proposed for acceptance and incorporation into change order 8 for the overall project. PCO 19 was the addition of 2 roof hydrants. This is essentially hose bibs and a hose connection for cleaning out the rooftop equipment. These were added at the request of George Vanderlinder prior to his retirement. Cost is $6,437. PCO 26 is some additional roof demolition and rework that had to be done with the masonry veneer. The contract drawings incorrectly showed the roof wrapping the masonry as opposed to the masonry being continuous through the roof. So that was caught in a field visit by the architect, and the direction was provided to rework that. So it was $9,338 of additional cost. As we had last spoke, there was a need because of grading discrepancy between the proposed driveway at the new station and the existing driveway at the adjacent property to provide an additional 20 lineal feet of retaining walls at a cost of $21,083. There was some additional electric work that was added. Some outlets were missed. $5,115. There was a need to replace one of the doors. We were originally scheduled to reuse a door from the existing station, and that did not pan out as we had anticipated. So we had to add an additional door as well as the additional hardware scope and re-prep the door frame. That cost was $9,512. There was also a desire to use, I believe it's 2 existing wood windows in the new station that were salvaged from the old station. And those windows required a little bit of reglazing and rework to make them suitable for installation. It was $2,562. As we spoke with the committee last month, there was a desire to relocate the transformer vault to the exterior of the site on the Coombs Ave side of the project. The rework of the electrical conduit and extension of the pathway to the new location was an added cost of $25,903. I will add editorially that this relocation will make the turning radius into the station from Coombs Ave much more approachable, and it was determined this was money that was well spent. PCO 39 was the removal of shower pans and replacement with ceramic tile. This was $5,994 worth of additional work. This had to do with the fact that the shower pans, as specified, did not meet the requirements for wheelchair access or handicapped access into the showers. So a replacement with a flat approach with ceramic tile was necessary. There were a couple of coordination issues that had to get worked out. PCO 40 was relocation of 2 water lines, or excuse me, a water line and a gas line inside of the station so that they were not inside of the radio room. That was a cost of $3,808. And then lastly, PCO 41, the new ramps that we were providing into the station from the existing sidewalks were determined to be steeper than what was allowed by code without the presence of a handrail to guide people coming in and out of the station. So at the request of Mark Snow and upon verification of the existing sidewalk grades, we needed to add handrails at the two north entrances, the main entrance into the building, as well as the emergency egress route through the museum entrance that both enter onto the Main Street sidewalk. So the addition of those handrails at those two entrances is $15,248 to the sum total of $105,000.64. Be happy to take any questions the committee may have on these PCOs.
I'd like to make a motion to accept those.
A second?
Second,
Okay, thank you. And I sent the original, when I got the originals from Katrina, I forwarded all the original change orders out with the explanation and the cost for each order to all the members. So they should have those. Anybody have any questions for Neil for any of those items?
Butch, I have a comment.
Sure, go ahead.
So I just wanted to say, although this seems like a lot of money for these changes, I want to commend Neil for taking each and every individual one and making sure that the prices were appropriate, vetting it out, and making sure that what we're voting on is the correct and true numbers of what we need to do that. And by his paying close attention to it has lowered the price of some of them. He was able to work some of the prices. So I just wanted to say thank you to Neil for doing that.
And I'd just like you to highlight one of them that we were working through that that we were given a price and you went back and asked them to do time and material on and the savings on that one.
So Butch, that was PCO 19, the added roof hydrants. The original price proposal that came in from the mechanical contractor was over $17,000. And we rejected the PCO and directed them to do the work on time and materials. And the work was completed at less than half of the value that was originally submitted. So little success story, little victory for us as we are getting closer and closer to the finish line. I will say again, with complimentary words to H2M, I mean, we're at 85, nearing 90% completion on the project. We have just over $200,000 in change orders, which is still less than 1% of the overall project budget, which I think is outstanding.
Very good. Any other questions? Any other questions for Neil? Comments?
Hey, can I just make a quick comment?
Sure, go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, I just thank you, Neil, for always explaining things so carefully to us and giving us that context about sort of the overall, change order, in relation to other typical projects. And I think that example that you've given just in terms of sort of finding a way forward that's kind of collaborative is really illustrative of how the project has proceeded. And thank you. I think, there's a tremendous amount of you've learned how to work well with the talent that we have in our community. And, we've been well served by those relationships. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Jen.
Yep. Anyone else? Hearing none, we vote to authorize change order 8, which encompasses all those change orders at a value of $105,064. David Singer,
Yes.
Butch, yes, Mayor,
Yes.
Chief,
Yes.
Diana,
Yes.
thank you. Jean,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
and Jim.
Yes.
Okay, I just like to back up. We kind of skipped over the submittals in the budget update. Neil, if you'll just go over the submittals.
You mean the payment recommendation, Butch?
Yep,
Sure. Give me 1 second. I just gotta pull it up.
yep.
Invoices that were processed this month. Progress payment to construction monitoring services for ongoing construction administration phase services for $30,000 and a reimbursable expense for $1,419.34 for construction testing services. New England Builders and Contractors, 2 monthly lease payments of $21,997 each for the lease of the apparatus-based structures for the temporary station. DA Sullivan, application number 15 in the amount of $787,433.61. And lease payment to Box Modular Vanguard for $7,853.92 for the temporary fire station offices. So total invoices processed $870,700.87.
Make a motion to approve.
Second, can you pop that up on the screen though, Neil, for a second?
Yes. Yep, hold on 1 second.
Is there a second?
This one. Got that, Butch?
Singer second.
Thank you, David. Is there any questions for Neil on the invoices for this past month? Hearing none, all those in favor, David Singer?
Yes.
I vote yes. Mayor,
Yes.
Chief,
Yes.
Diana? Diana?
Yes.
Thank you. Jean,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
and Jim.
Yes.
Much. What's next? The next item is if you can give us an update on the design and construction. Some of the things that are plaguing us and kick the project here down the road on us. I've highlighted and I just asked Neil to go through them for us. That's created the delays, which would be this. The switchgear and electrical, the generator, the chiller, and the HVAC, some of the HVAC components.
Yep. Bush, can I stop sharing? We good with that?
Sure.
Okay. So yes, so we had a meeting Monday afternoon with the electrical group, similar to what we had done last month. The good news is that most of the electrical items are trending on schedule or ahead of the intended schedule that we had laid out for the committee before. So we're anticipating that all electrical equipment and gear is in place towards the end of February, with an energization coming with permanent power towards the middle or the end of March. So we are still heading towards that schedule as we had laid out previously. In addition to that, the electric generator is scheduled to ship relatively soon We have confirmed that the actual generator is ready to come to the site, and we are awaiting the delivery of the fuel tank that the generator sits on. So with the fuel tank, as I understand, the fuel tank was fabricated and provided and then was damaged in shipping, so needs to be refabricated. So the generator supplier, I believe, Butch, correct me if I'm wrong, is providing a temporary generator in the
That's
meantime.
correct. Yeah, that's correct.
So we will receive that at the site and get that hooked up if need be. It'll be ready for and available to the fire department for use while the other tank is sorted out. And then lastly, the chiller, which is required to provide cooling in the existing station, has been delayed. We have been told that the new ship date for the chiller is mid-April, which is certainly less than we had anticipated, but we believe that there is a pathway to occupancy without having that chiller in place. And the chiller can be installed after the fact, and preferably before cooling loads are imposed on the station. So it looks like we will be supporting the building at least through May with the installation of the chiller, although it's anticipated that we can occupy prior to the chiller being installed.
Can you just highlight the chiller, what the chiller actually does, how it integrates into the HVAC system? And
So
For
the
those that
chiller
don't
is
know.
what provides the cold water that circulates through the AC units and the AC coils. The fan units that are located on the roof essentially blow air from the outside across either a cooling coil or a heating coil to provide heat and cooling as necessary. The heating is provided through electricity, and the cooling is provided through the chiller.
And we can get around not needing it because it's early spring and the building will not be of such temperature. We need the chiller.
There should not be a significant cooling demand in the building in April. We don't usually see that cooling demand pick up until the summer months.
Perfect. Any
So pray
question
for
on
a
Neil?
long, cool spring.
Yeah, a lot of rain probably. So those are the items that have created the delay in us not being able to occupy the building on a timely basis as was scheduled originally. A lot of it's just supply chain stuff that we've worked hard to try to go around. We've gone around some of it. So that's where we're at. And every Monday, Neil and the chief and I and some others hammer away at them to try to provide the stuff sooner. Any questions for Neil on those items, where we're at in the project? No. Okay. The next meeting I have scheduled for February the 8th, which should be the second Thursday of February. With that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Butch,
Second Singer.
Butch,
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
before we adjourn, can I have a couple comments?
Go right ahead.
So I just wanted to give everybody an update a little bit about where we are in the process with the building. We are going to receive our first shipment of furniture tomorrow that will be brought to the firehouse. The upper part of the firehouse should be relatively in good shape from a finish standpoint within the next week or two. And so I offer the committee members the opportunity to go see the building again. Just contact me or Captain MacGyver and we'll get you into the building. It's very impressive of what's been able to be accomplished. So I would like to extend that to all the committee members one more time. And the building's looking great. And I want to say thank you to the team again, the team from the architect to Neil's crew to DA Sullivan. Couldn't be happier. It's coming together quite nice. So thank you.
Thanks, Chief. Okay, vote to adjourn, David?
Yes.
Yes. Butch, yes. Mayor?
Yes.
Chief?
Yes.
Diana?
Yes.
Jean?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
And Jim Nguyen.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, everybody.